Have you ever set up a monthly habit tracker only to not use it or to just stop using it halfway through the month? I know I sure have, and I'm sure I'm not alone. If you relate, weekly habit trackers may be the solution to all your habit tracking problems. So I'm here today to show you 5 types of weekly habit trackers that you can set up in your bullet journal. To go along with this video, I've just released a whole collection of new functional planner stickers in my sticker shop, PlanningWithKay.com, a new habit tracker sticker bundle, and a floral sticker bundle, including all the decorative stickers I'm using today. And everything is linked in the description below. So let's dive right into tracker number 1, a half-page weekly habit tracker. Now to me, what a weekly habit tracker means is a habit tracker located on your weekly planner or bullet journal spread. So rather than having to flip to a separate monthly spread every day, your important weekly habits are easily found right on your weekly spread that you're using throughout the week anyways. Not only are these trackers easier to keep up with than monthly ones since they aren't hidden away on a separate page, but they also have the advantage of being flexible and changeable week by week. For each example today, I'm going to first create the tracker and then I'll build an entire weekly spread around it as an example. This half-page weekly tracker is perfect for tracking around 7 to 10 consistent weekly habits, and it gives your habit tracker a prominent space on your weekly spread. Each habit gets a row that's 2 spaces tall with the right 14 spaces sectioned out into 7 squares per habit for the 7 days of the week. This example has 7 habits, so the entire tracker is 14 spaces tall, but you can make this as tall or short as you like depending on how many habits you want. When you complete a habit, color in, cross off, or check off the box under that day. Now let's check out an example weekly spread with this tracker on it. I'm creating 7 daily sections on the right page, 5 for Monday through Friday, and then a catch-all box for the weekend, and each box is 8 spaces wide by 15 spaces tall, and I'm using my sunflower sticker kit for some headers and decoration on this spread. On the left page, I created a general weekly task list, and that's it. This half-page weekly habit tracker is really simple and intuitive, and I've created some sticker versions of this tracker to make the setup even easier if you want. Moving right along, tracker number 2 is what I'm calling a top 3 weekly habit tracker. This tracker is ideal for anyone who feels overwhelmed by a long list of habits, or anyone whose habits change day by day. It's going to give us space to track 3 habits each day of the week, with the freedom to make the habits different each day if you want. This tracker is a simple column that is 35 spaces tall, split into 7 sections for the 7 days of the week, and each section is 5 spaces tall. I'm then creating 3 checkboxes per day for my top 3 daily habits. Now you just have to write your habits down for each day and check off the box when it's completed. I love how this tracker really hones in your focus each day. Habit trackers with tons of different habits look impressive, but I personally find that they can leave me feeling a bit scattered and overwhelmed. This top 3 tracker makes you put thought and intention into your habits each day and sets you up for success. Now here's an example of a weekly spread incorporating this tracker, and I'm using my purple peony stickers to help me out with headers and decoration. For this weekly spread, I'm essentially just extending those habit tracker sections to create 7 daily to-do lists on the right side of the spread. On the left page, I'm creating a big weekly header, and below that, I'm going to have 2 categorized weekly task lists. In this example, for personal tasks and school tasks. And that's pretty much it. Remember too that all of these spreads are really adaptable. You could even mix and match components from each of the different examples, and don't be afraid to experiment to find what works for you. To match this spread, I also created a sheet of daily habit tracker stickers. Next up is tracker number 3, which is a full-page weekly habit tracker. This tracker is ideal for those whose daily routines include a lot of recurring habits that they want to complete on a near daily basis. Just like it sounds, this tracker is going to take up an entire page, and this one will include 15 different habits. You really can look at this as just an extension of the half-page tracker. Same way, I'm giving each habit a row that's 2 spaces tall with 7 squares next to each habit for the 7 days of the week. I think this tracker works really well if you write in your habits chronologically, based on when you want to complete them throughout the day. So basically, start with your morning habits at the top, afternoon habits in the middle, and nighttime habits at the bottom, and you could even color code those categories. That way, as you go throughout your day, you can just work down this list, checking things off, aiming to fully check off the entire column that day. I used one of my new habit tracker header stickers at the top of the page, along with a sticker from my Tulip Field sticker collection, and now I'm just writing in my 15 different habits. And that's it for the full page weekly habit tracker itself. Simple, to the point, perfect for busy folks who love the structure of many daily habits. For the rest of the weekly spread, I'm simply going to have a box for each day of the week on the left page to keep track of my daily to-do lists and events. I'm creating 8 equal-sized boxes. Each one is 13 spaces wide by 8 spaces tall, and I'm continuing to use the Tulip Field monthly sticker kit for the finishing details. And of course, I created a full-page habit tracker sticker to match, and all of these stickers are available as physical stickers or digital downloads. Alright, at this point, my cat Luna was interrupting my filming, begging for some attention, so I hope you enjoy this 30-second cat break. And let's get back to the video. Next up is habit tracker number 4, which is a Dutch door style weekly habit tracker. This tracker is going to take up a column on the far left side of the spread that is 8 spaces wide, and you could totally do this on the right side if you want. From here, you have a lot of freedom with how you can track your habits, but I'm opting for a more focused approach and just having 4 daily habits to keep track of, each with their own dedicated tracker. First, a circular water tracker at the top with a ring split into 7 sections so you can color in the day when you've completed the habit. And below that, there's a stretching tracker with a simple row of boxes to check off each day. I did also make sticker sheets for both of these tracker styles, so I'm just using those for the next 2 habits, which will be taking medication and doing the dishes. Now comes the actual Dutch door part, where I boldly cut off the same size column from the next page with scissors, making the habit trackers visible no matter which way I flip this page. I absolutely love Dutch door weekly spreads, which is why I knew I had to include an example here. I just love how much space they give me for my daily sections. They lend themselves to weekly spreads that aren't too cluttered, and they're perfect for especially busy weeks. I know a lot of people are really interested but intimidated by Dutch doors, so let me know in the comments if you want to see a whole video on different Dutch door spreads. I'm using my floral sticker kit to build out the rest of this weekly, which is really simple to set up. I just split each side of the Dutch door in half, giving 8 spaces across the entire spread, 1 for a general weekly task list, and then 7 for the 7 days of the week, leaving ample room for each day for to-do lists, events, and memories. I also randomly used colored pencils on this spread, a supply I have literally never used in my journal just because I wanted some more color on my trackers and I didn't want to smear my brush pen. And let's just say, you might see me start using more colored pencils in my journal. I really enjoyed using them. And just like that, we're on to the 5th and final tracker in this video, which is a color-coded weekly habit tracker. To start this off, I'm going to set up what's essentially a standard vertical weekly spread with 7 equal-sized columns, each one 7 spaces wide for the 7 days of the week. Now at the very bottom of each column, I'm creating 7 small boxes, which will be for 7 different daily habits to track every day throughout this week. Next, I'll choose 7 colors to color code those 7 habits, filling in each of the 7 boxes for each day with a different color, repeating that pattern every day. It's a little confusing when I explain it in words, but I think it's clear from watching the video. Alternatively, you could also just number these boxes 1 through 7 for a number code instead of a color code if you prefer. Now at the top of the spread, I'll have my color key, which is going to show which color corresponds to which habit. I'm using my new Healthy Habits sticker sheet for this, which includes a variety of common daily habits, coloring them in directly on the sticker sheet, and then sticking them in at the top of the right page. Now I'm demonstrating how you'll cross off each box every time you complete that color habit on that day. Of course, I still need some weekly headers at the top of these columns. I'm using some from my Cherry Blossom monthly kit. And now let's build out the rest of this weekly spread example. You could leave these columns open just as is, but I'm choosing to split them into some different categories: gratitude, work tasks, and home tasks. And that's pretty much it for the 5th and final spread. This color-coded weekly habit tracker is definitely the most subtle of the 5 examples, and this style can integrate really seamlessly into almost any type of weekly spread. And just like that, those are the 5 types of weekly habit trackers I'll be showing you today. I hope you enjoyed watching me set up 5 full weekly spreads, each one with a different habit tracker style, and that it gave you some inspiration for your own planner or bullet journal. While monthly habit tracking has become a sort of standard practice in bullet journaling, I find that for a lot of people, weekly habit tracking has the potential to be a much more useful and usable tool. And I personally plan on incorporating weekly habit trackers in my journaling routine more often. Don't forget that all the stickers I used today are available in my sticker shop, PlanningWithKay.com, including all of the new functional habit tracking stickers, a habit tracking bundle, and a floral bundle including all 5 floral themed monthly kits. As usual, the links to my sticker shop, Patreon community, and all other social media are in the description below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like and let me know in the comments what 5 types video you would like to see next. Subscribe to my channel for more weekly bullet journal videos and live streams, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.